we were really experiencing almost explosive style growth. Um, First 90 days, we had over 100 agents. We're at 300 and between 365 and 380 agents right now. We're growing at approximately 20 to 25 agents per month right now, which is just incredible. Our sales volumes, last year we closed over $1 billion in sales, which, that's pretty amazing for a company that just came into the state, 2.5 years. So I previously was at EXP Realty, and prior to that, I was with Century 21 for 9 years. I came over because I really liked the opportunity on the stock options and revenue share. Everyone comes over for different reasons, which when we started, we had 12 benefits?
Yeah, 13.
About 12 or 13. As of today, we're at 94.
Yeah.
And after PowerCon, which is our national convention, we'll be at over 100. So when the industry right now is compressing, most brokerages, I feel like it's a race to the bottom. And we're Epic, we just keep adding more. Everyone tells us, they're like, oh, your brokerage is gonna change. I said, yes, they are. We're gonna keep getting better. And that's what we've proven. Every year, we've been adding more and more and more for our agents. So Doug Seeley, agent number 2, or one. First agent, because I was the broker. So, and then Doug came in, slid in right between my ops manager at the time.
Not going the right direction.
But
Getting off pretty bad. Sometimes you get split in the other side and then, between two people, like, no, let's stop there. So, I think the coolest thing is when you're looking at an opportunity, right, is to make sure you pay attention, right? My dad used to always say, you make a decision without information, that's the definition of ignorance. So it's a little harsh. Of course, that's what my dad was, but like this is a crazy good opportunity. I used to be the director of development for Remax. I was between Colorado and in the Midwest. Watched lots of stuff go. Had to compete against all kinds of brokerages. This is I really feel like without exaggerating, a one of a kind, never been done before. Agent first. Everything's about the agent. Every change that gets made advances and enhances the opportunity for the agent. So it's really pretty basic. So 3.5 years ago, they're in Houston looking for a great brokerage, can't find one, decide, what, screw it, let's just make our own together. And then that's where it all started, with the idea of benefits, with the idea of transaction coordination, with signs, photography, all the cool stuff. So like Mike said, now we'll be over 100 agent or 100 benefits probably by the end of July. And then, right now we're close to 5,000 agents. So we are the fastest growing brokerage in history at this point in time, which is also really cool. So why is that? Let's get into some of those details and then we'll go from there. So that being said, hopefully that's working. Oh, that's me. That's Mike. Yep. You see us. So, healthcare. So who came to today to think, we're going to hear about Epique Realty. We're going to talk about real estate brokerages, and then we're going to actually start with healthcare. So something that should probably catch your attention, but virtual primary care, virtual urgent care, over 1,000 prescriptions, virtual mental health. These are all things that are free for our agents. If you have a spouse, it's extra $20. If you have children, an extra $5. Max, not at 35. So we have lots and lots of kids. You're good. No worries there. But again, why will somebody switch to Epique? Tons of different reasons. This is one of those reasons.
Some people literally tell me that they switched because of the healthcare. Some people tell me that they switched because, they felt like left on an island. Like, our goal is not to do that. So, pet care, come on, what companies offer pet care? Maybe Google. There's not many. So the idea of actually having pet care, healthcare.
And listen, I thought it was stupid, but I used it. So
yes, it's got a unique story.
No, we're not talking about
Just after when we're not on camera, you can it's pet care situation, we'll call it. So then dental and vision. So it is one of the paid benefits. It's $25 per person. You can add on your family members. I previously had Delta Dental, and when I switched over, it cut my costs more than in half. So I'm currently paying $130 a month, and then it includes the vision, which includes eyeglasses or contacts. So it's like a $2,200 savings for my family, just with that one benefit alone. So the savings just start mounting up and adding on and on.
There you go. So we're gonna take care of your health, and we're also gonna take care of your family as well. So you're gonna get a $250 credit every single year. That credit every single year equates to about 10 to 15 hours. How you can use those 10 or 15 hours is childcare, elderly care, pet care, your tutoring. And it's not like, when I first started talking about tutoring, I'm thinking like math, third or fourth grade math. But the reality is like SAT tutoring. Like that's something that's, I'm not helping my kids with that. So let's bring somebody else in and help them with that if they get,
Yesterday we found out that somebody hired a cleaning service.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have their house cleaned. So there's, you go into the app, you get to vet the people, you get to see their reviews, and then you pick what person's right for you. So it's really cool. Maternity and paternity. So it's not huge, but what they'll do is they'll stop the monthly billing, which is $149 a month for 3 months. Both husband and wife, they both can do it. So we have some family teams here, so then they both get the benefit. So double billing, stop, $900 in savings right there.
Or so good one. Roadside assistance, like there's like, listen, I don't care how old the Josie is, I always pick on Mike because this is just the greatest piece. So if you ever been to Mike's house, there's these red things everywhere. I think they're called gas cans.
Yeah.
How many gas cans do we got? 15 guys. So
I've only,
yep, exactly.
I originally had one, and then I got a bunch of small ones.
Everybody has one for the lawnmower, right?
Because I run out of gas all the time,
How many pictures does Ange have?
like 5.
So think about that, 15 gas can, everybody has one for the lawnmower, that means 14 times he's probably ran out of gas. Had to go buy a gas, then off we go. He's convinced it's because he does lots of business.
So ever since we got roadside assistance, I have not run out of gas yet, but I have gotten 3 flat tires.
So again, towing, jumpstart, keys lock the car, gas. So the only thing with this one is you have to use this for a year. You register every licensed vehicle after you get your house. So you can use it for all the wives, the spouses, the husbands, kids, whatever. Except do this for a year. So if there's any like weird little intricacies, we'll make sure we tell you. For example, the vision and dental, $25 per person. So we always make sure we're gonna be very, very transparent. You guys have any extra questions for that. So from there, essentials is actuals real estate agents that are kicking butt in their career that have a certain niche that they're going to be teaching. So Epique Essentials is Monday through Thursday, 3 p.m. every single day. Lead generation, wealth generation, whatever program that they have. So it's always a way for all of our agents to stay up to speed, be able to do things bigger and better, and always be able to sharpen that skill set.
Yeah, and it's daily live training. You can see what the schedule is. So if you want to learn about our CRM, you can go to that day when they're teaching about the CRM. But it's what I always tell people, especially new agents, if they're coming in, go to the daily essentials training. It's just that, it's essentials. It's the things that agents need on a daily basis to run and operate their business.
The next one is mentoring, right? Yes, mentorship. So the next one's mentoring. That is our area leader position. So a lot of people that are out there don't know what that is, and rightfully so, because nobody else has it. We're literally the only company that does what we're doing. So no matter where that agent is coming from, I have a group that's in New Mexico. I don't know New Mexico state law and New Mexico contracts. So there's an area leader that's in that area that is their go-to person. That area leader does mentoring, they do accountability. So a lot of people have coaches just to get held to the fire, right? Like just to make sure you're making your calls and doing your things. That area leader is going to make sure it's going to be that accountability partner for you. The coolest thing is they don't cost you anything. If you're brand new, you need extra help, you can go to this person. It doesn't cost you anything. If you're 29 years in the business, if you just want to have an accountability, you just want to have a performance coach, Uncle Jordan had one, why should we have one? They'll also take care of that for you as well. So even though the area leader spot is a newer position, in the grand scheme of real estate, I think it's going to be one of the things that makes us famous.
So imagine this, if you want to get into the agent attraction, because we are an agent attraction company where you can earn money from attracting agents. So at my last company, I never felt comfortable recruiting somebody in another state because they were always felt like they were on an island. Here, I can plug somebody into California, Florida, Arizona, and I know that area leader is going to be, Canada, Australia soon. Opening Australia.
What else are you opening?
I can't tell. Yeah, it's gonna be announced in PowerCon. But yeah, so you can plug in your recruit and have somebody right there, boots on the ground, training them, coaching them, supporting them. So it's not just a local, it's nationwide.
Okay, so the next thing is content courses. I mean, nobody likes them. They're, well, some people do like, some people like, I like content thing. So I shouldn't say nobody. A lot of people don't love them. You have to go to them. It's a requirement, but they are better when you don't have to pay for them. So our content courses are free. AI Pro certification. This is, I like, the biggest thing I like about this is we don't even have 0.5% of all realtors in the nation. So we don't even have awareness, market awareness in our own industry, which tells you, it highlights that there's a huge advantage to being here right now. Opportunity is definitely here. So the really cool thing is, though, we are making an impression elsewhere because the Realtor Association has this AI Pro certification and it's ours. So Epique is impacting the entire nation. The other agents don't even know that we exist yet. If they have an AI Pro certification, they'll eventually learn that it came from us. So I love that because, again, it's a little bit of a flex that we're coming and we're just giving them a little hint.
And then we have so many different training tools. We have the Power Academy. So it's on-demand training on any topic. So you log into the Power Academy, you look at all the different topics. Say you want to learn about our CRM, you go to the Lofty training. It'll literally walk you through. If you want to go to open house training, it's interactive. It's an LMS model. So you can literally walk through, it's almost like a game, right?
Yeah.
Like you can literally walk through and you can ask it questions because it's interactive. And if you answer the wrong reply, it'll literally be funny and say, sorry, you just lost your client. So it's a stupid answer.
Or yeah, and they ask them, like, it sounds good. So
Okay.
Rob Stein, Earth to Orbit Power Coach, like $40,000 a year to have directly. We get access to him a couple times per week. But it's really something that he had done and created. So like really, if you pick the wrong answer, I mean, on the screen, he like crosses his arms, he looks at you, he's like, really? You know, so it's like, it makes it's not the same boring online learning stuff, which is great. And then also for teams, like we have a couple teams people in here, we got one in the back. I guarantee he's had answered the questions over and over and over and over. Mike's runs a big team. So how about you just send them to the Power Academy and learn the perfect call?
Or send it to your area leader.
Send your leader. But I mean, but at the same time, like you want to train an entire team, go sign this. Go sign the perfect cold call. Go sign the perfect expired call. Go sign the perfect open house. You know, so that's a replacement of your time. We're going to do that a lot today. We're going to show you lots of ways where we can substitute your time through processes and through automation that you don't have to do, which is going to make you more money, right? You close more, list more, and you have more buyers.
And then we have power coaching with Rob Stein. So Rob Stein's a renowned coach, nationwide known, and he offers us 2 classes per month. And 2 classes per week.
Well, you can do a mindset, you do coaching. Right?
Yeah, so there's a mindset Mondays, and then there's an actual coaching call. So I don't know, coaching is expensive. So in this room, I know of people that spend $5,000. Probably Jason's probably spent the most on coaching. How much?
$1,000 per week for a 120-minute call per week.
Oh my God. Yeah, so right there, perfect example.
Oh, man.
It's not even coachable.
He's trying to tell the coach that he doesn't know what he's talking
You
about.
can call Jacksonville for $500 to get for a 20-minute call.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
That's what I'm gonna do. Probably bunch of more time.
So here at Epic, it is 100% included, so take advantage of, it's free coaching with a coach who how much did he charge if you did a private session?
It's like 30 to 40 grand to have them for a year.
For a year. So right there, and he's free here at Epic.
I don't even think.
So next benefits, right? Let's get into marketing because obviously when we got real estate license, we knew we were going to be marketing people. Not really, but so AI headshots, you can literally do whatever you want. You want boardroom, professional, branded, you want fun, you want apple picking, you want beach, you want ocean, whatever you want. Bonfire, 5 lights on a bonfire. Thank God they improved that version. That was the first.
Yeah.
It was a
Version 1 was a little wonky. You might have 6 fingers on one hand and sitting around a bonfire with 5 of you.
five bikes, no shirt on. Literally is a real thing. Or Clayton.
Chill, 12 glitter snow.
Yeah.
So there were some weird things. But now, again, so Josh Josh was a Harvard guy, dropped out, did a lead gen company, sold that out to Boomtown, made some money, jumped into EXP, highest rent share group out there. So he's watched and seen a lot of the things that have happened. That's our CEO. They're part of the he's facing the brainchild for putting this all together, but has a tech habit. So they start the AI. We're Epic X. We have a lab, so we're doing all kinds of cool tech stuff. The AI headshots have gotten way better.
Yeah, what's cool is that you could literally create a new headshot for every marketing piece that you want. So you can put yourself in different clothes. You can have different hairstyles. You can do all sorts of creative.
You can have there.
You.
Look at bro.
I'm Doug sends out a picture of him with hair. I'm like, oh, that's getting a little crazy.
Great hair day. Anyway, it's good. So anyway, so you can do that. You can add pounds, take off pounds, whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Next up, we got graphic. So graphic, imagine a custom curated marketing just for you. It ties into your MLS. It ties into all your social media. So you can auto post. You can create this whole marketing brand and auto post it where you don't have to, we're saving time, save money.
That's it.
Is
Create
that
that.
up the dashboard somewhere?
Yes,
Because I feel like the graphic could help me a lot, but I don't know a damn thing about it.
graphic will help you tremendously. It'll probably take you 15 minutes to set it up. It's a set it and forget it, and
It's the entire suite, right? The IDX is paid for and taken care of by Realty.com. We have a pro membership with them that's also going to be free. We'll talk about it in minutes. We're kind of blowing the surprise on that one. But the cool part is when it comes to graphic, you can literally just enter your MLS number and it will make your open house sheets. You're coming soon. You're under contract, just closed. Your entire marketing suite's done like in 8 seconds. So you just enter the MLS number, it's IDX in there, and you're good to go. So it's super easy. Creator is a program that actually stitches all of our photography together for your listings. Takes all your listing photos and makes a seamless video walkthrough of your entire house. I mean, I guess it's kind of a preachy thing, but if you guys are not implementing video in your listings, you're crazy, right? Like if you don't have if it's all 25 photos and no videos, your placements will be very low on Homes, Realtor, and Zillow. So you gotta have videos in there. Videos are there, give you higher placement.
if you get that, if you get this free video, create a YouTube channel, just throw out every listing, put the address, tag it, and then you'll start appearing in those cities as your actual an agent in those cities.
It's a great idea, Mike. Jason, it's so good. You could probably be number 2, right? There you go. So, anyway, social media man.
Now I'm coming for you, Jay.
Canva Pro. Canva Pro is another $360 savings. You're gonna get your own Canva Pro account. It's, the 40 templates that are gonna already automatically be in there as well. I'm probably always gonna use graphic. That's a whole different story. It's always been a collaborative account. So right now you can jump in and you can steal other people's designs, save yourself again a lot of time and get some really cool templates to be done that way.
Kind of already talked about the social media management. It's really been built into the graphic.
That's graphic. It posts on all your platforms, it posts different real estate, posts on everything. So if you have a fan that's checking you out everywhere like my mom does, she'll see something different everywhere. She'll think I'm really amazing.
Thanks.io is a membership site that Epic pays for. So I previously used it for years and years and years. It does handwritten notes. And another really cool thing about it is that you can send out gift cards. So imagine if you want to build up your reviews, your Google reviews or your Zillow reviews, send out a $10 gift card if you give me a review. But they will only pay for it. You only have to pay for it if they cash it. So if they go and use it, 70% of gift cards go unused. So if you just mailed out 100 gift cards, you're out all that money. You use thanks.io, send them a postcard where they can use the QR code and download the gift card. You only pay for it when they actually cash it in. So it's a really cool benefit. And all those people will go immediately and give you a review. But I've done multiple mailings and the handwritten notes are phenomenal. You can target subdivisions, send out the mailing. Say you have a unicorn buyer that's looking at, for a 4-bedroom, in-ground pool, lakefront house that just rarely exists. There might be 100 of them within the county. You send out a mailing, I have the perfect buyer that's ready, willing, and able to buy your home. And then I do this like probably once every 2 months. And I get like 5 or 6 listings from it. And one mailing, I actually sold 6 different listings. They're all high end. The highest one was 1.4 million, and I doubled it to full 6% commission, 2 compliance fees, and
Do you have the perfect buyer?
67,000 right in the pocket.
Do you have the perfect buyer? When you mail,
No, sometimes,
sometimes, guys.
sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
It's a great piece of
Sometimes
marketing.
I just want those houses to list for sale.
A great piece of marketing. So
Yeah.
another good piece of Zillow Showcase, whether you like Zillow or don't like Zillow, it doesn't matter. If you have a Zillow Showcase, you're gonna have a premier listing. It's gonna be at the very top for the city. It's gonna be seen more often. You're gonna get better leads. You're gonna get leads as good as like the Zillow Flex leads, except you're not losing 40%. You know, so that's a huge blessing. I think on Jason again, because before he was at Epic, he used to do Zillow Showcase stuff, and your monthly was what?
$1,500 a month per one.
For one listing. So we're doing Zillow Showcase listings for $250.
I had to say my credit card stolen just to get out of that contract, so I had to sold my contract.
You didn't need that part. Didn't need that. So, so now you have Zillow Showcase listings for $250 plus a little extra on the photography. You have to have a lot more photos in order to do Zillow Showcase lead. But that's a huge win right there. That will convert to additional business. And it gives you another thing to brag about. Why should we list with you? That's another reason why, right? You're gonna do premier replacement. That's another good win.
We have free listing ads. So if you have a listing over 400,000, which this area, it's probably all over 400,000. Epic will literally advertise, do paid listings, and you get all the leads right in our Lofty CRM. On average, Doug gets like 50. I get like 12. I don't know
I
why.
got you now.
Yeah. So, but all those leads are literally free leads directly to the listing agent, paid for by Epique Realty.
And we should be doing that anyway, right? If you're gonna be a real estate agent, you're gonna be doing the listings, it's not about just putting a sign in the yard. You should be marketing the property, you should be getting eyeballs on it. Epic is helping you do that. So Epic's gonna put those ads out, and you see the ad that you like, it literally, mine's going to the next
Yeah,
slide.
if you properly list a house, you should get at least one buyer and one seller from every listing.
So the greatest part is, right, so they put the ad out, it gets seen on social or on Google, whatever it is, they click on it, it drops it into your website. So from your website, like mine, some people might like it, some people don't like it. I've had my clients complain about it because you can't look at anything on my website without giving me a name and a number. So you can set it though, you don't want to be so aggressive, you can set it to like 2 or 3, so they can look at a couple, and then they gotta get their name and telephone numbers. But then you're gonna get that information, and when you get that information, it drops seamlessly right into our CRM. We don't give you the base cheap version of Lofty. We give you the enterprise AI version, the $700 to $800 a month version. So you're getting a much better version of what everybody else is getting compared to our competitors. But it drops in there seamlessly. So then you can have AI have those conversations. When they ask questions or want to see properties, you'll get a notification letting you know that you have to make a phone call or that you need to set up a showing. So all the cool stuff that's happening, that all came from a free advertisement that Epic put out for you. And then all the kind of channels down from that point. And the really good thing is, unlike our competitors, we just gave you a really cool scenario without any add-ons. Like that's happening for our agents from day one, which is really cool. Now, if you want to add more, if you have a 300 or 1,000, 35,000, clients that you want to add into Lofty, AI can talk to them as well, but you pay what is it, $29 a month.
Yeah, it's like $29 a month.
And but for stuff that's coming in, there's no additional fees. It all runs seamlessly. You get Lofty. It's about $800 a month program. If you have a team, you want to do Lofty Teams is a $500 add-on. Now with Epic, all of our team leaders that do Lofty Teams, it's that $500 add-on for free as well. So a lot of great stuff.
Every team leader that is buying or paying for one of these CRMs, it's way more expensive than I think my bills are $2,400 a month.
So now you can have Lofty Teams all included for you. Yeah, it's a good thing.
We gotta switch Jason. Sure.
Well, we'll get them. It's up to him. Your website's in there, your manual domain is in there, your renewal every single year for, like mine's.city.com. So now it just gets renewed all the time. So you don't have to worry about any of those things or even the fees itself. So that's really cool. The next really cool thing is our AI 2.0. We did hint that we had Epic Labs, we have Epic X. We've got about 16 to 17 different tech awards. We've been on Meta, we've been on Google, we've got recognized by Inman as best use for AI. So we've got a lot of cool tech stuff that's happening that we're developing. That's our stuff. The next one that I hope to God comes out of PowerCom, I think it is the actual release of our AI. So we're gonna go into our app, and we can literally say, hey, I need to write an offer on 123 Main Street for $400,000, 20% down, closing at the end of the month. And then Eric will be like, do you need any other documents? I'm like, yeah, I need a swimming pool addendum. So then all of a sudden you'll get into SkySlope, you'll pull your file up, and all this stuff will be pulled, filled out, ready to be sent out. Just do a quick review and send for signatures. Again, massive time savings and got the right contracts, which is pretty cool.
We have hints that it's coming, that a lot is gonna be announced at PowerCon, which is July 8th through the 10th in New York. And I think that a lot about the dashboard is gonna be released at PowerCon.
PowerCon's our national convention. You can go to our national convention, you can attend, you don't have to pay for it. That's like a $1,100 savings. If you're a KW person, you want to meet the family, you get to go see the family, but if you want to meet them, you get charged $1,400 to meet, to meet Keller. So, you can meet Josh and Janice, you can meet Josh, Janice and Chris without paying any additional money, any entry fee, any of those good things. No worries, pay love. You're not too tall. So you can do all that, good stuff, go to all our conventions, you can go to our shareholders, all of our events are free for our agents to attend, you just have to get there, we're not buying your airfare, sorry, or your hotel. But you can attend for free, you can do great stuff like that.
Yeah, then we got the Epic business card. It changes from which one it is. Like, they're literally in the process of changing it right now. But we started with that, then we have Apple. I don't know, what do you have? Z. Okay. They're incredible. So you can build out your whole back into your site. We do a lot of these events. We can literally pass our card around. People scan it at the events. And then it's literally like a portable marketing machine for us. So better than a paper business card that people just throw away, scan it, share it around the room. Perfect.
There you go, moving on. Speaking of free,
Leads. So free buyer leads, free seller leads, freerealty.com pro account, which gives you access to seller frenzy leads. Seller frenzy leads are like the creme de la creme, like Zillow style leads. So if you get a seller frenzy lead, these are people who are ready, willing, and able and want to list their house in the next 30 to 90 days.
they filled out a form literally to get a cash offer, so that, like, all the affidavits that are in here, if you're getting a realty lead, jump on that as quickly as possible, converts 25 to 35% of the time. The other free leads, buyer and seller leads through Google clicks, through social medias, through MI leads, through expires, closed, or
Yeah,
expired.
those are standard like internet type leads that take, 6 months. 3 to 6 months.
Converts 8% of the time. But it doesn't matter whether you have the 30% one or the 8% one. When they close, there's no additional split to the broker. You're not losing 40%, 50%, 60%. Like, they're literally free. You're good to go. So those are free leads that we're actually giving agents. Nobody else is doing. So no complaints there. Realty.com Pro, we already talked about that. Market automation, we already talked about that. Click offers. So
Click Offers is an incredible program. It's a cash offers program. But what I like to use it for is to get seller leads. So you can go through the Click Offers program, get Click Offers certified. You can run ads to it. So imagine this, you run an ad for a cash offer for your home. You send them to the portal. The portal will do all the work. It'll literally track the offers, track the sales. We have a guy in Atlanta, Georgia, that sold 204 houses by using the Click Offers program. He's like a master at it. There's a class right in our LMS system. You can go and watch the class. He'll teach you exactly how he did it.
well, you're going back to essentials, right? So
Yes.
he was one of the featured people on essentials. So for a 3 week or 4 weeks in a row on Thursday or whatever, he did the click offer and implements how he does it. So that's why we're such big fans of the essentials class, because it's great stuff that's helping everybody be making a lot more money, doing it more efficiently.
It highlights people like him who are using the tools and being super successful with it.
So click offer is cash offer plus like retail, the traditional sale. So they like the cash offer, but they'd like to have a little bit more. You can still list it traditionally. That difference they'll actually get minus a fee, or you can get an equity advance or a bridge loan, bridge loan as well. So all those things are happening. So yeah, in a tight market, it's a really great tool because you're not going to have to worry about contingency issues. You can actually purchase without fear. So that's a great spot to be. But again, the opportunity to sit down at someone's desk that wants to have, or someone's kitchen table that wants to have a cash offer, they're interested in selling. That's what we're all after. So 204 transactions, all of that. Let's get on it. So with the transactions, 204 of those for James,
transaction coordination
A lot of freaking paperwork.
included. Who likes to do paperwork in here? Oh, why isn't anyone raising their hand? Nobody likes to do.
Not one.
So minimize your paperwork, use the transaction coordinators, because, you know, when I get a file, I can tell if the agent did it versus the transaction coordinator. Yes.
Mine especially, I'm sure.
It's just, it comes in a nice, easy, you know, they use the checklist, everything's spelled out properly. And then you get the agent who didn't, and it's like, you have 2 of the 7 required documents in the file. There's not even a purchase agreement that's executed.
So moving on, transaction coordination, it's insane. I think so.
Use it.
$350, $400, $300, whatever it is, we no longer are paying that. We're taking care of that for you, freeing you up again, bring up your time, and sell more deals, we'll take care of the paperwork. That's a really big win. The next one is anybody on vacation, any realtors in the house go on a vacation ever? Ever? Yes, hands.
Every once in a while.
Everybody knows that when you land the freaking airplane and turn your phone on, somebody wants to look at a house. It's, I mean, automatic. Like I've literally said to my wife, I'm 29 years in, I've said to my wife, slow month, let's go on vacation. And they'll go on vacation and instantly we've got buyers, right? That's just how it works. So what do you do? Well, plus your Showami membership is paid for. All you do is just jump in there, set the showing up, $50, the house is getting shown, you go back to vacation. Or open houses, or inspections. If you don't want to sit at inspection, let the person sit at inspection, just pay them. So Showami's are really nice. Again, another focus on freeing up your time so you can make more money. $50, way less than, $6 grand or 10 grand. Yeah, so you want to do that stuff. Or vacation.
Spark is our national referral network system. What I love about it is how many people have given out referrals and then you lose that client forever to the referral agent. You're not doing business in Florida, so you're like, all right, here you go, take it. You never ever hear from that client again. With our Spark program, your center of mind and they act as if that person in Florida is an extension of your team. So you're the hub and they're just a team member that's working for you on your team. So I've used it 3 times and now I'm starting to get referrals from these people that I would have never gotten that business back again. Now they're referring me. They're like, oh, you did such a great job selling me a house in Florida. I didn't sell a house in Florida.
What else do you have?
I used the Spark referral program. That agent in Florida sold a house, but that lead comes right back to me. So I'm the center.
Not only that, they drip on
still-
that for 5 years. They
Yeah.
drip on them for 5 years, you're not losing them now.
It's still as if it's my team, an extension of me down there. So it's incredible. There's a cost associated with it. It's like 5%. So worth it.
But not paid by us, paid by the other agent.
Yes.
So you're still getting your 25% referral, the other agent's paying that extra 5%. And they're taking it happily, they're signing off, they're not gonna take the client over, the client stays under our control, or,
It will literally pay for itself plus 20, 30, 40, 50%.
So that's a good one. Elevate is also kind of cool. You hand it off to your purchasers. They can track the equity in their house. They can upload their closing docs, anything they buy, they can upload warranties. Eventually, they'll be able to upload a picture of their home and they'll actually be able to put model numbers in and drop furniture pieces in before they ever buy the furniture pieces. So that's something that's being built out all the time. So there's going to be really cool stuff happening. You pointed out something yesterday, Elevate won't listen. That was kind of cool.
Well, it's kind of like, it's your top of mind always, because if somebody's house has a sale in the neighborhood, it'll notify them that their value increased.
And you can put your favorite people in there, that like, hey, if you're the go-to person, you can get somebody some blinds, hey,
You can
this, that.
for a list of contractors, you can have your closing documents stored in there, you can have everything. It's kind of like the go-to brain to keep you centered indefinitely.
Utility concierge services, everybody gets the freaking, hey, can I have the number for electric? Can I have the number for the gas company? Can I have the number for,
No, you can have my concierge number.
there you go. And let them
They'll do it
take
all
care
for
of
you.
everything. They'll make all the connections, they'll make all the changes, they'll even shop out their cell phone bills, or shop out their plans, their programs, everything else. They make money,
Hey, you're fine now, you get money.
and then you get money.
I got a free purse. It's girl math, because the money hasn't hit my account yet, and I found the purse, so y'all understand this, they might not get it. But I got a free purse from Connect.
Yeah.
That's great.
So you guys, we don't know, like every company you're currently at, if it's section 21, if it's free max, I don't care what it is. Like Remax,
I'll send it.
Remax R4, for example, that's the convention. They make millions off of that. If you have every affiliation, Zillow, Realtor.com, whatever it is, if they're working with your brokerage, and you sign a contract with them, there is a stipend. There is a piece that gets sent to your broker. Your broker is making money on all of this stuff. This is not by coincidence. Every single thing that Epique takes pushes back to the realtors. 50% of what they take in gets redistributed amongst all of us realtors in one way, shape, or form, which we'll get into in a moment. But like it's much different set to say.
I'll talk about Edge. So Edge is an amazing program where it's up to a $50,000 line of credit on an existing house. So imagine you go out on a listing appointment and you find out that the house needs new carpeting. Maybe it needs a new roof. Maybe it needs just painting touch-ups. And the sellers, they have no money. They don't have the option to do these light repairs that will give them a dramatic increase in the selling price. You can use the Edge card by Epique. It's a soft pull-on credit, so it doesn't hit their credit report. There's no monthly payments due. There are monthly charges of $4.99 a month until the loan's paid off. But imagine this, you go in, they can use it for moving services, they can use it for a new roof, they can use it for anything housing related. I just used it for a client. We drew $7,250 the first draw. We're gonna do another draw of about $6,000 because the house went under contract right away. Had a huge list of items that came up. I didn't want them to spend the money. So we're like, all right, send the contractor in to repair it all. We repaired it all, another $6,200 bill. Edge paid for it, $4.99 a month, and her rate, everyone's rate's a little bit different. Hers was 8.99%. That gets paid right out of the closing. The most incredible tool that you guys can use on a listing appointment if you have clients that need some repairs but don't have the cash to do it.
We all walked into like avocado carpet and ugly wallpaper and or made some it's bowing in. Like we've all walked into that stuff and said, man, we can get rid of that. Like we could get a lot more money, right? So now they can actually take care of it, get rid of the base of wall bowing and put the I-beams in, get it drywall back up, make more money on the finished base. Like
They need a 640 credit score to qualify.
no, what's up?
Is that something that's accessible after you go under contract and say an FHA or the
Yes.
appraisal requirement needs to be met? They can
Yes.
access those funds to
Say
do that.
the roof has to be replaced. You need the roof replaced. $12,000.
Yeah.
Done.
Mike, how long did it take once the application was in? Hours for the money
We
to
had,
hit?
we had money in 48 hours. From the time we filled out the application.
One of our 84 flips houses, like in our Huron area, like several times they've had money the very following day. So that takes all the money that they pulled out of there, actually freaking did the renovation and sold it, and then use the money from there. So it's way better if you're gonna be an investor, you got a hard money guy who goes, well, I'll use the money, we're going 50-50.
Yeah,
Like you're gonna be
literally,
now.
on Monday, she's doing another draw to pay the contractor. We went through and did all the punch items from the last deal falling apart.
All right, back to that white label. White label is, in my mind, white label it was for anybody that has a brokerage right now, doesn't want to change their name, but they want all of our goodies, right? They want our entire back end, but they don't want to be doing
It's
something.
like broker in a box.
Broker and box. So typically that's what it's used for. Can't use it in every single state, it's gonna be used in those states. For me, like if you're a small broker and you're making a change like this, it's because you want to get bigger. If you don't change anything about yourself, how does anybody know?
It's more of like I think it would go really well in Charm City where there's a lot of legacy brands.
Yeah, 2 or 3 generation brokerage at this
Yeah,
point.
where they don't want to make the change publicly, but they want to use all of our benefits and tools. You could go into the white label program.
Okay, so white label's an option for you guys.
Yes.
Yes. So bonus benefits, which, front and center. So car washes. So I thought you guys were gonna have one real close, real soon, really fast here at Trappers, but I guess the plan went down the crapper.
I heard Mister's coming to. They have a green dot now on their site that's coming soon.
All right.
So you guys will have Mister coming soon.
There you go.
Oh, that's gonna be part of it too.
Mr. Scar.
Mr. Iscar,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like from what Tom was saying, the zoning became an issue with the town, so yeah.
If the tops went down, Mr. was going up. All right, so we kind of joke around with it, but there's over 90 benefits. There's only 4 in question. And obviously, if there's no car wash in your area, we can't give you the benefit. But it sounds like here, you're gonna have one coming in, which is really awesome. So you'll have car washes, so your car would never excuse to have like.
But you do that right now.
You don't have it right now. Don't have it right now. Just kidding. Very, very clear. Your next one is billboards and listing billboards. Just like that $400,000 listing that Epic is advertising for you. If you have a $400,000 listing and you have a billboard from the area for that subject property, we'll actually put it on a billboard for the first week. Digitally rotating, it's not there 24/7, so don't get excited, but it's still pretty cool to be able to put it on there digitally rotating for the first week of having a listing. It's even better to say when your sellers is what separates you from your competition, and you say, well, I'm gonna throw your listing, I'm gonna throw your house up on a billboard. Like if you can't get some additional business from that, you're gonna just don't make you're saying it. So the billboards are really cool. There's over 63,000. If we don't have billboards, you've got gas station displays, you don't have a huge look like slot machines, you've got still photography before movies, you've got LED boards, and you got a lot, 63,000 on fit shop in front of your or something. I hope not. Everyone's thinking through one of these lives with Mike without him saying something, and I wish he wouldn't say. That was it. But that was the one. Just being truthful, show the front of a urinal. I guess that's good to know. Good to know. Interior, exterior photography. Some people are just not getting it. So interior, exterior photography.
That might be awkward.
Yes, we got a question.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, there's no photographer available in our area here.
Well, that's where we're going right now.
Okay. Keep my mouth
Yeah.
shut then and
So-
see if you can leave me the promised land, because I like the money back.
There you go. So interior and exterior photography. If we don't have a photographer in your area, you're gonna get a 125 ACH into your account. So you can take the 125 and you can hire your own photographer. So you're still getting the benefits. Just what form of the benefit are you going to be
Yeah,
getting?
so what you have to do, you have to go in and say where it says is photography available, like no. And then they will ACH you $125. Have you done that?
I'm not sure what ACH even means.
That's to debit card, that's to your bank account.
Okay.
Chad will know.
I've done it multiple times, and basically my process for it is, and I guess best practice for it is submit for it as you typically would. They usually will send you an email letting you know if there's not one, but I usually go out front and just send them a copy of the listing contract and say, hey, I'm pretty sure I don't have a photographer in the area.
Yeah.
Here's the listing contract. I can email Boulevard and boom, it's taken care of.
Yeah, and then they send you the money via, the
Yeah.
way that you get, the way
Same
they
way
pay
you
Epic, they
get
pay you.
Yeah.
So the cool part is, it's like, these four benefits are in question, but that really isn't. I mean, you're either getting the photographer, you're getting $125. You're gonna get something no matter what on that piece, which is really cool. And then the last one is sign installation. So if you don't have the sign installer in your area, do you have there? No. So they're gonna send a panel to your house, you're gonna stick a 20 by 20 in the front yard. It's doing like what most people do right now. So out of all the benefits, these are the only 4 that are in question. So you've got 88. Every person in every spot of America has 88 benefits. The only ones they might not have are these 4, and you're gonna get at least, a couple, some version of these 2 or of these 4 in these 2 different ways.
And one of the reasons why we're here is to grow the area, so we can get these benefits for you guys.
There we go. So let's help it grow. So after that, Epique Estates. Epique Estates is our luxury version for Epique. The cool thing about it is I've been a part of 2 other kickoffs, right? I've been part of Remax Collection, which was just basically a blue and white sign, not really a whole lot to it. I've been part of DXP Luxury, which again was a new logo, but not a whole lot to it. So Epique Estates are actually doing a lot of work to try to make sure it's not like that. It's not just a new logo. It's actually going to be a system and a program that you put together to actually help you acquire more luxury clients. And then when you have that opportunity for all those luxury clients, what are you doing and offering that's different than everybody else? And so you're going to have additional tools to be able to offer that nobody else is offering, which is really kind of goes back to the whole billboard thing, right? It's kind of pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's really going on there.
Core, then we have the core commercial. So core is our commercial division that's just launching. It's very uniquely Epic because we're providing something for commercial agents that have never been offered before. So you're gonna get CoStar, LoopNet,
CRF, the crack city.
crack suits. Like It's gonna be an all-inclusive package for $450 per month. Like, I think
It's an add-on for us is 450. So I signed up yesterday. They
Yeah.
don't charge you a separate join or anything like that. It's just $450 a month.
So it's just less than CoStar by itself.
Oh, yeah.
if you're a commercial agent, this is the most outrageous savings that it should be like taking candy from a baby to bring commercial agents in. They can spend $1,200, $1,300, $1,800 a month just to get access to these tools.
Yeah, so the three together, you're looking at about $1,500 because they're about $400 to $700 depending on what level you have a piece. If you're already with either Crexi or CoStar LoopNets and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get stuck and have to, no. They will get you out of the contract that you have and you get transferred over to the Epic
Yeah,
contract.
they will cancel your current contract and roll you into the Epic contract.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go global. We're already going. So Canada's happening, Australia's happening. What else then?
I don't know. Find out on
Mike's
our
part of the global committee, so I keep trying to get him to slip up the last couple of days, and he's not. He's like, he's locked in. Is it a couple additional countries the next 12 months?
Oh, yeah. More than that.
More than that. So at least we got
It'll be at least 5.
5 in the next 12 months. So you're gonna want to be with you, and you're gonna hope to God that you know people in other countries first. So that being said, as silly as it sounds, right? Sustainability, like they looked for a company like this, they couldn't find it. So they built this company out to make sure it was built for agents. You know, it's not just a cheesy little logo, right? It's built for agents, built for growth. It is built to last. And the biggest, coolest, most awesomest, and not really a word thing about it is like they have an allowance for all of us, right? Each agent, there's a certain spend that they're able to do or provide for all of us. And when we were here, like we talked about 13, 14 benefits, also in 17, then 22, and then also 30, 40, 50, 60. They haven't spent the allowance yet. How we know we're gonna be over 100 benefits, we know we're got more covered.
You continuously hear other brokerages say that they're not sustainable. We've been profitable since agent number 50. And
No VC, no seed money, no capital.
And right now,
no
we're
service.
extremely profitable. Like 10 million plus profit.
All right, so with all that being said, yes, everything can't be free and you have to pay for something eventually, right? So you have an 85-15 split. For our competition, that is probably one of the most agent-friendly splits that's out there. It's a declining cap. So your cap is $15,000. Every anniversary it drops $1,000. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. If it's $10,000, that's your benchmark. So you're gonna be at $10,000 in 5 years, being rewarded each and every year for loyalty, and you're gonna be over 100 benefits. That is a huge unique selling proposition as far as what we're doing compared to everybody else. Now, is there a monthly fee? Next big thing. So tech costs a lot. Like we already talked about Lofty, right? It's already $700 to $800 a month. You get a team to add on, it's $1,300. All the healthcare, all the good things. So yes, there is a monthly fee of $149. I personally always love the monthly fee. People think I'm crazy, but we're not a paper hanger. Like we don't have.
We all like it because that's why we keep very productive agents at Epic. And our average production per agent is like, in Michigan, it's like 11 transactions and rising per agent, which is
pretty awesome. Like a lot of
last year, the national average was below 3. It used to always be like 4, 5, 6, but it's been falling.
So we're killing it there. We got great agents. The other thing is we have a transaction fee or a broker fee, compliance fee, whatever you want to call it. And that fee is 0.1%. So a $300,000 sale, $100 transaction fee. $800,000 sale, I can do math, but still a $500 transaction fee, but it's never higher than 5. So $4,000 sale, $400 transaction fee. That happens each and every time. Throughout your year, when those 4s and 5s and stuff add up to $5,000, then it drops to $250. So those are your 2 fees. The biggest thing that's important about these 2 fees, when you tell your broker you're going to be leaving and going to Epic, they tell you we can't do it. Here's what I want you to know. This fee and this fee is how we provide all of the benefits. That's where they're from. This 85-15 split, $15,000, we're going to show you on the next screen. We're going to share it with everybody else. We can get an additional revenue piece in there. So going back to the good stuff, no royalties, no franchise fees, no annual, no quarterlies.
And you get free E&O.
Yeah, free E&O. You do have a one-time joining fee of $99. So first month you're gonna be about $250. Every month after that, you're gonna be about $150. So that's the gloom and doom, which I think is not very gloom or doom. I love both of them. So we're good to go. Now, let's get into the really good stuff.
Yes.
Go ahead. So commissions.
Yeah, so
We're selling houses.
everyone loves commissions, but what we love is, our split, which is great. But we actually have a 401k. So how many people at another real estate company that you were at previously had a 401k?
Oh,
Which one? First one I've ever heard. Which company?
Actually, you're looking at EXP.
Oh, theirs wasn't really a 401k, but what was it called? Is there equity share from it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I love about ours is it's a true 401k. It's a simple 401k though. And you could, depending on your age and qualifications, some agents qualify to put in up to like $60,000 per year into the 401k. There's no fees. You get a free consultation with a financial manager, which is incredible. I've signed up for mine and I'm putting the max contribution in every single month.
yeah, we're all plans are, all plans are free, the administration stuff is free, we're actually gonna be coming to help agents retire, not just, go listless or lifeless.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So company stock, and that is a massive reason for us. Fine, go ahead.
Everyone, the reason that I originally came here, was for the revenue share and the stock options. So here at Epic, the moment that you sign up, you're a shareholder. You get shares of stock simply for joining. When you close your first transaction, when you hit your anniversary date, if you hit Power Award, and when you recruit an agent. So there's 6 different ways of earning stock for free. And then the best thing is, when you close a transaction, you can take 0%, 5%, or 10%. And by stocking the company at a 10% reduced rate.
20% use rate.
Oh, 20%. 10%, 20% reduced rate.
It'll change stuff.
Which is currently,
Take advantage of it now.
we're stocking the company pre-IPO at 43 cents a share.
It was 17 cents when we joined, guys, so the valuation's already more than
Who
double.
thinks that when we go public, it's gonna be above 43 cents a share?
Just gotta remember, yes, they will.
I would say at bare minimum, $5 a share. Like say that's bare minimum. You're instantly 10x plus in your money.
For sure.
It's crazy.
So that's a huge win, right? The stock is a big piece. There's no doubt about that. Revenue share, we're gonna get into that real quick. Revenue share plus, we talked about the ancillary businesses where all the money concert in, 50% is shared amongst us. Those are small distributions that are gonna be made, based off of title insurance, concierge connections, things of that nature. So you're gonna have your power award. Your power award is for an agent that does 24 transactions or 10 million. When you do 24 transactions or $10 million, you're gonna power award agent. A power award agent will get up to $30,000 in stock back, or we're gonna 3,000 shares of stock, whichever is less. So right now, because we're at 44 cents a share, it's gonna be 3,000 shares, that's what you're gonna be getting back. You get a power award agent. Really cool thing is, so all those shares that you're getting from your first deal, from when you cap, your anniversary, all of those giving awards are all double with your power award agent. So instead of getting 25s and 50s, you're getting 50s and 100s, and so you're getting a lot more stock back when you're a power award agent. Also, a power award agent, your monthly drops from $9.99, and you get an extra 10% on your first level for revenue share, which is the thing I've been tiptoeing around for a decade. So let's get into the revenue share.
This is Doug's favorite part.
There's no freaking doubt. This is my favorite part. So with this, like I've been in the industry for a very long time.
This is how it's retired from real estate.
This is how you get your monthlies and not freak out about everything. This is how most real estate agents that don't have auto pay move all their stuff to auto pay. It's the 15th of every month you have money coming in. So revenue share is something that nobody on traditional brokers are doing that we're actively doing. KW did a profit share. There's not a whole lot of profit from what I know. If you have EXP, Real LPT, IMD, there's a lot of qualifications in this program. If you don't have qualifications, if you don't have requirements, we don't have any of that stuff. Which is why we do what we do, because no one's in competition with each other at Epic, which is really a nice thing. So you've been here for a while, you close the deal, you license the agent. The agent, you have a conversation with a real estate agent, you start talking about 90 benefits, when no other brokers are offering them anything. It's an easy conversation to have. Over 300 conversations, I have 12 agents tell me they don't want to come. Like that's 9.6 out of 10. And I used to do the development stuff for Remax. We used to do all brokerages. Like, we used to tell people you're doing amazing 3 out of 10. We're like almost 10 out of 10. So this is really good stuff. So when you help 3 people come over to Epic, we do these to make sure that the agents that come over here can help other agents come down. This is why we do this. Like, whoever invited you here, talk back to them and they'll take care of you. But the point is, by doing this, if we help everybody grow by 3, this is what happens, right? So 3 turns to 9, 9 goes to 27, 27 goes to 81, but it says 78. We're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna move on to the next one. The next one is 234. But over a period of time, it's 351 agents. And these are not just crazy numbers, you guys. These are not just something I threw on there. Mike's already over. I'm almost at it. Okay. That's right. You guys are gonna be.
Keep it real. Wonder
Wonder
if you can get
on
on time.
Facebook right now. That's Kathy's phone. I'll make sure we point that out. Let's drag that down. So anyway, so with that, it doesn't matter what happens. So Mike's already done the numbers in less than 2 years. Hopefully I hit those numbers in about 3 years. Does it matter if we hit it in 3 or 4 years? Probably
No.
not, right? So what I wanted to know is what's the average agent make? That average agent makes $65,800. I know that the average numbers are about 6 transactions a year. So I'm like, I can't quite get there. So what do most agents make? That number's 58 grand. And I'm like, all right, well, 58 times 6 is 10,000 in commission. That's not everywhere in the United States. So I'm like, let's use 40 because of 40,
Let's
right?
be conservative.
Right, but
Let's be conservative.
it applies everywhere. Oklahoma, Mississippi, California, this,
Yeah.
that, wherever it is. You're doing 6 transactions, you're gonna hit 40 grand. So 40 grand at 15% going to Epic, 85-15 split, that's $6,000. We pay out, or Epic pays out 10% on all 5 levels. Again, 50% being shared and distributed amongst those agents. So that means that $6,000 that goes into Epic is worth $600. $600 times all of the agents that you've accumulated is $210,000 of passive leveraged income. Whether you're selling, not selling, every 15th of a month, that money's coming in over and over and over and over again. This is why we like revenue share. And even if you think I'm crazy, think about this. Let's go 39 here. It's really low, 27 to 39. Then go 117 here. This still stays over. It's still 115,000 in revenue share. So you're still 60 in revenue share, even if we butcher the last 2 levels.
Yeah.
And so it's very easy to do.
It's the perfect example. Like, I personally have brought in 34 agents. The 34 agents has turned into 570 agents in 2.5 years. And
Mike can do it, anybody can do it.
right, you bring on one person. Like I have Doug. Doug has 250 agents under him.
200.
Out of his 280, I'm missing about 15% of his is the level 5. So you're one person away from somebody changing your life forever. I signed up under Justin Graham. Justin Graham has only brought in 11, I think 12 people, and he's got 700 people. So you could bring on the next rock star of agent attraction, and your life could like change overnight.
And here's something we want to point out. You might not want to do any of this. You don't do it. Like, there's no requirement to do it. If you just want to sell real estate, close deals, and ignore 92 out of 94 benefits, you're okay to do that also. I'll still argue all day long that owning is better than renting, and you're gonna own it at Epic. You're not owning it Remax, Section 21, KW. You're not owning an ownership stake in any of those places, but you are gonna have an ownership stake here, so it doesn't matter. Get immersed, or just do what you've always done. It's still gonna be a big improvement for everything else. So, teams, finish up with it.
Unofficial teams is any 2 people that want to use the same name. Traditional teams is like 90% of all real estate teams. You got your team leader at the $15,000 cap, team member at a $10,000 cap. The bonuses that the team members drop down to a $99 a month fee. You got family teams, team leader is 15,000, team members is 10,000. The bonus about a family team is that they're not required to pay the minimum split to a team, which is 5%. Which that 5% is extremely low compared to other brokerages. So Epic is a great spot to operate and run a team because it's very inexpensive. It can be. Unless you're on the last meeting, but that's okay.
Power team is 40 million, 140 transactions. So one thing I want to point out here is again, how do we make changes and who does it benefit? It used to be 70 million, 170 transactions. Now it's 40 and 140. You go into a 35-year low on transactions, Epic actually takes the requirements down and preserves the amount of power teams that we have. Most other brokerages are gonna be like, oops, sorry, you don't
Yeah.
qualify anymore. Give us the
Yeah,
extra money.
one in 3 agents at Epique are on a team of some form.
So team, the other really cool thing about teams, if you have team leads, you guys know that when your agents become great, they want to leave because they want accolades. They want to be the power award agent. They want to have the benefit, the benefits. They want to have the extra 10% on level 1. They want to have all this stuff. Epic preserves all of that. They don't have to leave your team in order to get all the good stuff. It can be a power award agent as a team member. So now the team leaders are going to preserve and hold on to more of their team members as well here than they are anywhere else. The other really cool piece that just ran right out of my head. Oh, sorry. Better win. That's back. And if they leave, let's say no matter what, they do want to make a move, right? So they've already been with Epic for 3 years on a team. When they move over into Epic, they'll get that reward of being here for 3 years already. When they move over, they don't go to 15, they start at 12. So again, declining cap, 3 years of loyalty, you're gonna stop for 3 years, $3,000 less. So that one's really good. At the Cares Fund, this is something that's in our development or in our group. We have agents that have something going on that we can leave an anonymous suggestion. We had somebody in Golden, Michigan that had their whole first quarter flooded into an ice rink and couldn't live in it. We're in a position where they, kind of in a bad position. They got nominated. Epic put them up in a hotel for an entire month until they got all the stuff squared away, which I think was really awesome. Our mobility, EMO is our national emergency mobility operation. We set literally 18 wheelers full of massive generators that came in community centers for the hurricanes in North Carolina. Ken Whitfield Fund, it's a leadership fund for Mike, state broker. If he, God forbid, just croaks, out he goes. He'll send some money to his family. I'm just kidding.
That's the darkest.
That makes some sorry. That make this fun. I don't want anybody falling asleep, but they literally will send $10,000 to the family to kind of take care of that surprise exit of some people. But in the reality, it's kind of I feel giving him his due first broker for Epic. So that's super, super, super important. Epic Espanol, we have an entire company set up. Agent first, speaking Spanish, contracts in Spanish, website in Spanish. And that's going to be a huge buying center to those. And we're going to be able to do that at Epic without having any translators, without needing anything, which is really, really important.
And we will see that expand from just Spanish to many more languages.
Again, it's all about the agents. So the culture that we're providing, and we do provide an amazing culture. We do a lot of events. We do a lot of traveling. We do a lot of things. No matter who they are, no matter what state they're from, it's just a much different environment here than anywhere else. So thank you for being here. Whoever invited you, we'll do some questions and answers right now, but whoever invited you, they're also a good contact for you. Make sure you get back in touch with them. Let them know that you liked Epic, but maybe just like Mike or I, whatever that might be. The next screen. I always forget about this. There's trees, guys. There's trees on the screen. I hated the screen when we first got it designed, but now I love it because now when we close the fields, we plant trees. And I should never remember that if I don't have the silly screen right here. So
For every closing tab, we plant a tree. So
there we go. So with that being said, we'll go back to that one. Anybody have any questions now? Yes.
Sure, 150 a month cover MLS fees and all that, that's additional.
it does not.
MLS
It's additional. You're responsible for your realtor fee to become a member of the National Association of Realtors. So that's your board dues.
Right.
And then your MLS dues.
After 20 years, I don't know the whole of that works.
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Good question for you. Anything else?
I have lots of questions, but I have to take the constraints.
Just ask it. They're having fun.
I have a play date. I
Yeah.
have to take that.
Play date.
But yes, I do want to, can I, yeah.
Can I ask a question with Josh Graham, recruiting 11 people on the front line? Do you have any ideas how much he's getting a month of revenue share? Ballpark?
Justin,
Yeah, that's nice.
how much his revenue share?
Yeah.
His is approximately. Shut that off first.